need steak tonight. I think I want a steak tonight.
Concussions.
What your knees, man? Damn.
Big ass knees, bro. God,
He said like you the only one over here.
I like that.
My hands work.
I am him. Him. H-I-M.
Hey,
I'm
these
him.
work.
I'm him.
Hold on, is that you going crazy?
That weird stuff. See?
Tell it.
That weird stuff.
What weird stuff?
Tell us
Chat
about
being green?
concussions and what you know about them. Explain how you had your first concussion.
I knew it. I know he didn't just do
To the
that.
audience.
I know he didn't just do that.
Explain how you.
All right, y'all see this, right? So he want me to.
Oh.
This is what we talking about concussions. This is what he want to do. He want to come at me. I'll tell you about it.
A hit dog.
What I remember. I'll tell you. Never forget it. What? All right, so I was at East Bladen.
Correlation.
Listen,
I don't know
listen.
what-
I was at East Bladen. Played quarterback. Real over here laughing like, chill out, bro. I'm trying to get
No,
to it.
that's yeah.
Cam was my running back. We're running an option play. All right, option to the right. I put wing back on the left in motion. Snap the ball. Fake the fullback. Cam is who I put in motion. Cam is the option man.
I'm surprised you remember that the way you got it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So y'all wrong for that. All right, Cam's the option back.
I was thinking the same thing.
So I put Cam in motion. Cam circles behind me. Snap the ball. Right out the fake. Fullback. I'm looking straight ahead. The defensive end looking straight at me. His assignment is a quarterback. I know that. Right? Shame on me. I run towards him. He chooses me. I pitch the ball. The rest is history. I pitch the ball. Cam take off down the field. I'm on the ground. After that, I mean, I remember that. I remember like looking up, like, oh shit, I just got hit. Like, dang, head hurt kind of a little bit, right?
Was it the impact or like when you landed?
It was when I landed. It wasn't the impact. It wasn't the actual hit itself. It's when I hit the ground, and I was like, dang. And I just remember the dude just standing over me. He was like, and I was like, oh, okay. Meanwhile, Cam running down the field, he wondered why ain't nobody in the end zone celebrating with him. Cause they carted me off the field. He turned around, hey, let's go.
Get carted off the field.
I'm getting carted out the field. So concussions are real. I mean, it took a while. And what's scary about this is that I remember going through concussion protocol. You know, I homework assignments, you know, they didn't let me do any homework. You know, I basically attended class. Dang. I didn't get involved in any type of like problem solving because, you know, ultimately they want your brain to rest, right? So they don't want you to be in stressful situations. They don't want you to have to think or process things differently.
Who were we playing?
We play East Bladen. Yeah. So they didn't want me to do all of that. So which was cool. So I was in like concussion protocol for like 2 weeks. So it's crazy about it.
Could you imagine him in like a classroom and it's just him and he got on these like black glasses and you walk by, he like this. Drew, you good, bro?
Georgia.
Yo, I can imagine that, bro. They knocked the Ray Charles in him. Dang.
God dang.
But yeah, so like I never forget it. So I do. I was thankful that we had athletic training there. Coach McClinney was there. Made sure I was good. I remember going to the hospital. Mom picking me up or whatever, and just like I said, for like 2 weeks, I couldn't do anything. I didn't practice. I didn't do any playmaking stuff, and I was appreciative of it. And it's crazy because I look back at it, and you see, just recently Tua, took a really bad hit, and I saw it live, and I was like, that was not a back injury.
That was
right. That was crazy. That's the first hit, and then and I know when you're playing a professional sport, you're at a different level, and the expectations are different from when it's high school. But it's crazy, like, to know what I went through from a concussion standpoint. I wasn't, I felt like I was okay. I got knocked down, got back up. I was fine. I didn't lose consciousness. I wasn't dizzy. I didn't fall over, stumble, throw up, any of those symptoms, right? It was just, I knew, just precautionary standpoint. And I feel like my concussion protocol when I was in high school.
Hey, you good?
You're right. Yo.
Hey, that was it. Concussion.
Concussion.
Hey, you better bleep that out.
God, yo.
I feel like my concussion protocol in high school was more intense or was more detailed and thorough and protected me better than the protocol that professional athletes have. There was absolutely, I wanted to play. I felt like I could play. I could play the following
That's
week.
all athletes do.
Nope, I couldn't play. All right. And ultimately, I respected it because I do think there's at some point, it's up for, coaches have to protect players from themselves at some time, right?
Yeah.
You can say, oh, you're good to play, and players are like, oh, I want to be there, I want to be a team player, I want to be able to support my team, I want to be able to play. But ultimately, we sometimes have to be safe from ourselves.
It's good to have people in your corner to tell you, hey,
Right.
we don't think it's a good idea. Because not a lot of people have that. And they want to get, like you said, it's the competitiveness. So they want to get back out there and compete as soon as possible. But you got to have people that, are outside of that can tell you, hey, man, you need to, rest up, get your mind
I think
right.
Tua got people in his corner.
I'm not saying he didn't, but I
I mean,
mean,
that's what Shannon was saying. Like, you
bro,
was the captains was supposed to say, "Hey, bro, you ain't going in." Bro.
yeah,
Like,
And you say he
Right.
got cleared now, right?
he cleared.
Yeah, he got
not playing
cleared.
this week, but
I don't get it.
I don't.
understand. Like Luke Kuechly, he got out.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
Luke was like,
He was getting concussions, and it's like, you know what? And y'all talking about a rebuild? No, I'm good off this.
yep.
It's not worth it, but he ain't got his big payday yet.
I mean, I remember,
But still, is it worth it though?
It ain't worth it. I
Yeah.
don't think it is, but I don't know, bro.
I don't know. Maybe he sees it like, "Hey, man, I put my life on the line for this bread for my family."
You gonna
Maybe
put your life all the way on the line?
because some people think like that. Like, I mean, military, you put your life on the line.
That's true.
Not only for your country, but for a check too. You ain't doing it for free. You also think about your family, like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like
That's a good answer.
You could probably think of it like that. Like he's probably thinking of it like, there's a chance it won't happen. There's a chance it'll never happen again.
Yeah, but
There's
you
also
ain't
a
broke,
chance I
though.
could be messed up forever.
that's the risk you
But you're
take.
not broke though. He's not broke.
Nah, he ain't broke.
Bro, but I mean, you
I hear what you're saying.
But guys, you're a starting quarterback in the NFL. There's going to be a life for you after football. It's it's all about how you make it.
You also think of it like this: you're going to work, you driving, there's a chance you can get the accident. But you going to work. You going to work every day.
Yeah.
There's all to separate you from a bad accident is 6 inches of a yellow line.
Right.
know the
But what
difference
if you
Probably
get
thinking of it
But
like
what's
that.
the difference is?
So what if you so what if you driving to work and you get in an accident and then you out of work for like 3-4 days and you go back to work next week, you get another accident.
You still gonna have to go to work. Regular people still gonna have to go to work.
But wouldn't you?
Not unless you got Affleck.
I mean, he's right. He's right. But God, that's a
You
tough
still
one,
gotta
man.
gotta go.
But it's not the same. It's not the same.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you how it's the same, because what they say, those impacts on the football field are like car wrecks.
Yeah.
They are.
You could
They
jump
are.
down off of that pool table, shake your brain, and have a concussion.
You can.
Yeah.
That's
So Ken, you
probably
telling
what
me
he's thinking about.
when you sit down and use the bathroom, when you hop off the toilet, you can have a concussion?
You know what?
So what if the doctor said this? What if the doctor say, hey, you got in a car wreck last week and you got in another one? I don't think you should drive anymore. You need to have car service or something.
Oh, see.
Right? That's the same thing with Tua. Hey, I don't know if you should continue to play football. You might want to hang this up. What is he doing?
Because at what point is it worth, like, you saying, oh, my family, my future, I hadn't made a bag yet, whatever. At what point is it like, okay, I can make a bag, but if I'm going to be a vegetable and not being able to enjoy it,
Pete,
at what point?
I got a good story for that. This isn't a concussion, but it was injuries, right? So I had messed my knee up my freshman year. I don't remember. It was early on. And healed from that, came back. And then my junior year, I messed up my other knee. And they already took a donor ligament from my healthy knee, the first surgery. And the second one, it was like, well, we're going to have to use a donor, but we advise you to stop playing sports because if you get hurt again, there's no guarantee you will walk. Like, you may have problems walking when you get older. And so they was like, yeah, we advise you to hang it up. And so my senior year, I was rehabbing and everything. And after I, rehab fully, I had to stop playing because it was like, well, if you hurt yourself again, you may not be able to run with your kids when you get older. And that stuck with me.
Bro.
I was like, and bro, at that point,
that's when you got to make
I was coming off a good sophomore year. Like, as far as like training camp, I was coming off a good year.
I mean, you did get run over that one time.
Well, let me throw a variable in there.
Oh, okay,
What if he's in the Heisman race?
The Heisman race, different variable, bro. I'm gonna get back on that field.
God.
Because like,
so even if they tell you that you could potentially not,
so you understand
because I knew with that in play, I knew the risk I was taking, but I knew the reward I could get at the end of that.
Right. So,
because like if bro, you playing a sport and you know the highest reward and the like the level you want to get to, and it's obtainable, you're not gonna give up that easy.
3 years is a long time.
So right.
That rookie count, 3 years is a long time.
Yeah.
In the NFL.
And like high risk, high reward.
I'm telling you.
People forget. Nick Chubb, he tore his knees up every year in college.
Yeah.
He had like 3 ACL surgeries, MCL surgeries. 3. Oh, you done. You done.
But you don't have a lot of success stories like that, especially.
No,
like
you don't.
concussion.
He's the one in like 100.
Not with like concussion.
So what we're saying is the mindset these athletes have coming off these concussions. Deciding to keep playing or to hang it up. That's what we're saying.
Right.
So,
I mean, ultimately, I feel like you have to make the right. Like Luke Kuechly, like it selfishly, because I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, I was very upset that he retired, but I respect it because he wants to have a quality of life outside of football. And there's no way that he can have a quality of life if he continues to keep having concussions.
Side note, y'all Carolina Panthers fans, what was that thing he was wearing around his neck?
A collar?
it was. Don't get me wrong.
It was so it was a sensor. So it was a collar that it's like an impact sensor.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So basically, they have that now. They have I think UNC's program has it where certain things like they have like these pressure things inside of your helmet.
Yep.
Where if it's a certain amount of force from the tackle, then it triggers for the player to come out and be reviewed.
Data.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is we've like the game has made like a lot of advancements to try to make it safer, to try to identify when players potentially have some type of high impact, high force hit that may result in a concussion. But you have to ask yourself, is that enough? Because what happened with Tua should have never happened. There was no back injury. I mean, everybody knew that. There was no back injury. That man was dazed.
Yeah.
And then, and then the following week it happens, and then he's out. He's unconscious for like 3 minutes. Right? Seized up, right? That's a complete neurological response.
Yep.
Right? And then you see, was it Thursday night or
Naeem
Monday
Hines.
night? Naeem Hines.
Yep.
NC State, Naeem Hines.
Yep.
Same thing happened to him. He gets up, loopy.
Yep.
Nobody didn't say back injury. The coach don't like back injury. Nah.
Teddy
what it
Bridgewater
was.
too, right?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Yep.
Teddy Two Gloves.
Yep.
First play.
Teddy Two Gloves.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
I mean, so it's something that needs to be discussed. And I'm going to tell you, what my biggest question is, what do you guys think it's going to have on the impact of football, not from the professional level, but like the, Pop Warner,
Yeah.
rec league,
Well,
middle school, high school, college.
where they say that the concussion really starts taking a play when you hit college level. The reason why is because when you're Pop Warner, high school, whatever, like everybody that's in college can play. People in high school, everybody can't play. So you're gonna have different types of force. If
I
that
agree.
makes sense. But
But
I'm
you also
saying is-
have what you lack in player skill. You also lack in understanding the game and safety measures.
Yeah.
That's very true. But like, if you think Pop Warner, you're not. I could be wrong about this. Please don't quote me. But it's going to be minimal because they're not going. It's minimal impact. Like the impact is not. It's not heavy like in college. Like in college, you gotta go Nick Chubb, but then you got Coffee. Like you have like elite players that all have the chance to play in the NFL, and it's legit a car crash every time. Like you have elite players against other elite players, whereas in high school, middle school, everybody's not elite.
Right.
And if I'm better than you and you're not that good, it's just different. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying it's just a little, like it's
So
different
what's
to measure.
So you got two boys, right? So they decide, Dad, I want to play football.
My wife ain't letting me play football. She already made it.
Why?
Because it's dangerous. I
Okay.
mean, that's why. Like, it's dangerous. And it's the quickest way to get a concussion.
Is boxing more dangerous than football?
No.
Why not?
Because you box maybe twice a year. Football, you're doing
But you're practicing. You're getting your head hit.
That comes from sparring.
Oh, you
A
still
lot
getting
of
your
the
head
elite-
hit.
A lot of the elite boxers don't spar that much.
Man.
That's what people don't understand. It's like in football, you have 16, 17 weeks. If you make it to the Super Bowl, it's what? Like 20 weeks of a year of constant car crashes every Sunday. You don't have time to recover or nothing. Right? So by the time you think you recover, you got a game Sunday. Back at it again. You got a Thursday night game. Back at it again. 10 days ain't enough. 10 days ain't enough to recover. But if you're a boxer, if you want to get aggressive and you want to fight like 8 times a year, that's fine. But it's to come from the sparring, because they get in there and they spar so much to try to get ready for a fight. Then by the time they fight, that just adds on. Where it's like if you get
But I
smarter,
think about it like this: you playing football, you get a concussion, you come out the game. Boxing, somebody hit you in your head, you almost concuss every time you get hit in your head, bro.
but you have what I'm
Think
trying
about
to.
Tyson.
You go back to the corner,
Tyson, like-
sit down, get some water,
It's very true.
get that grease on your
Tyson-
face, go back out and get hit
Tyson,
again.
like,
Pow!
Every punch to your head from Tyson is a concussion, guaranteed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Every hit in your head from Tyson is a guaranteed concussion.
But let
You
me
got
ask you this
12
though.
concussions before you knocked out.
You might be right, but let me ask you this: are you comparing an arm force to a Ray Lewis force? To a Troy Polamalu?
That's a good point.
Because if a safety come down and hit you, that's all body.
So look, that's a good point. So let's segment this back. How do you think Ray Lewis and Troy Polamalu, those guys, were able to be successful in the, in the NFL for so long and not get hurt?
Well, they did. They did.
Because you're not making
Ooh.
you're not making the play every time. Also, you're not making the play every time.
But you got
linebackers. Yes, they are.
yes, they are.
Linebackers
Ray
not
Lewis is
making the play
getting
every time.
10 to
The
12 tackles a
linebackers
game.
are the ones that's
There's
making the
times when
plays.
It's a quick screen. He ain't getting out there.
Yep.
He out of bounds, or he tackled, or it's 10 yards.
Ray
What
Lewis is
linebacker
cracking
ain't-
heads
What are you
Ray
watching?
Lewis ain't making that play.
10 to 20 times a game.
Ray Lewis ain't making.
The
Ray
linebackers
Lewis.
are the-
Ray Lewis.
What are you talking about?
Probably average.
Please don't.
Please.
11 tackles.
Be careful.
Pull your
Maybe.
phone up.
I could
Pull your
be
phone
wrong.
up.
I could be wrong.
Pull your phone
Somebody
up.
fact check me. 10, 11 tackles a game.
How you lost it? Pull up.
Drew
I
got
need to know if that's truly a fact, because
Yeah.
the linebackers make the most tackles. Listen, just not the segue. Linemen and offensive linemen, they cancel each other out almost. So who that lead when the running back coming? Hold on, who that lead? Wide receivers and corners are locking up. Who is the second line of defense?
That don't mean you gonna see. That don't mean you gonna see contact.
What?
That don't mean you gonna see contact every single play. What's the quarterback taught to do if it's a pass play? Get the ball out quick. Linebacker ain't making that play every time. Ray Lewis probably has 10, 11 tackles a game.
You have outside
We're
linebackers.
going to wait on the facts.
You have outside linebackers. You have middle linebacker. They are the second line of defense, right?
He's not making every play on that field. He can.
And no, he can't. No, listen. He can't make every play, but he can make 85. He can make 85%. Middle linebackers are the heart and soul of a defense.
If that's the case, they'd have more tackles than what they do.
But what do you mean? Listen, if your safeties and your corners got more tackles than linebackers, that's a bad defense.
Ray Lewis averaged 11.5 tackles per game.
See, God damn. What? Hey.
That don't make sense to me, bro.
11.5.
That's crazy.
But I mean, still.
He played in 228 games. He had 2,643 total tackles. That's a lot of tackles.
I'm not talking to Luke Kuechly average. I'm just curious. I just want to know, like, just to compare a little. But regardless of, in football, the concussions, I think, are going to be more severe because his body, like, it's like.
But you could feel if you have a concussion.
Can you? Not all the time.
Not all the time. If it's like mild to serious, you can kind of feel if you got a concussion. You in the ring with Tyson, every punch is a concussion to your head, bro.
You keep going to Tyson, like, you actually have great defenders. I'm saying there's a lot of different variables. All I'm saying is I'm not about to sit here and compare an arm, even though it's direct, even arm to, like,
Bro, you know how many boxers got Parkinson's, bro?
You the football player.
Okay.
If Ed Reed hit you, you got to meet Ed Reed on 5 plays straight. Like, he's smacking you.
Okay.
That don't
You
mean
think
it's-
do you think that that's less of a problem than boxing? You got to meet Ed Reed for 20. You got to meet Ed Reed 16 weeks.
Would you rather go against Ed Reed or Tyson?
I'm going against Ed Reed. You want to know why? Because with that helmet on, in the past, I feel more protected.
Bro, listen.
That's all I'm saying. I can get my shoulder in the way. I can.
But you know what I could do in boxing, though? Mike Tyson hit me, I'm going down. Check. I got my check. I got my check.
My Tyson hit you. Going down. Check.
Check. I got my check.
Bro, body shot. I'm going down.
You can't run away from Ed Reed.
You ain't running away from Ed Reed.
That'll be the last time you go on that field. You ain't run away from Ed Reed.
Yo, stop, yo.
You sliding. You see, hey, Ralph. Hey, Trav. You from here to that wall from Ed Reed. You making a business decision? You sliding?
I'm making a business decision.
You gonna do that every time?
Not every time. I'll test it.
The business decision I can make in the ring with Mike Tyson?
It's the check.
If he look like, I gotta look like and bam, I'm down. You cannot make a business decision every time against Ed Reed.
Okay.
What would you rather?
Let me sweeten the pot. You got to go 5 rounds with Mike Tyson without getting knocked out to get $10 million. If you go down early, you get $500,000.
Okay.
It's week 16, whatever. I got to get 100 and something yards to get my incentive on my contract. Which one you think you could get between the two?
I'll get the 100.
100 yards.
Which one would you rather go after?
Them 100 yards.
What 100 yards?
Because there's no way you lasting in a round.
I don't understand like that level of. I don't get that.
Like,
I don't get that.
So what are you saying?
No, hold on. Talk about, because I ain't gonna let you get away with that. You have other men on the field with you. You have other men on the field with you that'll make that super easy to get. Okay. Mike Tyson, it's just you two. Hold on. It's just you two. You can't compare that type of sequence.
I don't see why you can't.
Why? He said 100. I'm comparing. Hold on.
Okay.
If you're gonna do a fair comparison, just do 12 rounds.
Okay.
Because that's what they do. 12 rounds versus 16 weeks of football.
I'm still not going 12 rounds in the ring with Mike Tyson.
That's
I'm
not. But what I'm saying is this. It's easier to make a business decision regardless Do you know that they get paid before they step in the ring? Hold on, they get paid. So if I fight Floyd Mayweather, right? Boom, he's gonna get his $100 million. I'm gonna get my 25 or 30, whatever. When I step in the ring, I got my money. I showed up. I have my money. It's not even about me beating.
I have my money.
But on the football field, you have to produce in order to get
your money.
paid.
Also, too, you got games played. So while I step on the field, I met my incentive.
Exactly.
Active for 17 games.
When the last time Terrence Crawford fought? Exactly. But when that season come around for football, you gonna play.
I see a lot more boxers. I see a lot more boxers with Parkinson's than I do football players.
You see, that's what you see. But there's a lot of football players that they're like it's later on in life. This CTE is real.
The what?
I believe that.
CTE.
Oh, I thought you said CTS. I was like, Cadillac?
I don't know what you saying.
The Cadillac?
I don't know. It's more football, bro.
So, Trav, you got 2 young boys. You gonna let them play football?
If they want to. I'm not going to force them.
Good answer.
If they want to.
How Whitney feel about it?
You know why? Because I was able to make that decision.
Right.
But you know why, though? 2 reasons. One, the information about CTE wasn't even out. So it's like, oh, go play football, whatever. You're good at it. I'm just saying, you're good at it.
All right.
But also, it was an opportunity to get out.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, it's an opportunity to get out. But his
Like
boys,
I said,
I'm just saying,
like I said, if they want to play, I'm not gonna say no.
Right. I think like you said, opportunity. Like, you know, our kids are gonna be in a situation where they have a lot more opportunities to see a lot more things, you know, to allow them to find whatever their niche is to become whoever they want to be, right? And a lot of times, you know, we get in situations where, oh, this sport or whatever is my only chance. Not with Trav. Trav is smart. You know, Trav played multiple sports, but you know, a lot of people don't have that type of, you know, opportunity. You know, they may have a God-given talent to play, and it's like, you know, if that's what you are, then cool. I'm in the same boat. You know, if Jameson decides he wants to play, then I'll let him play. I'll let him try it, and we'll go from there.
It's crazy because you ask like some NFL players, they be like, "Man, I don't know, man." Like,
Yeah, they don't know.
I mean, yeah, because
I don't know.
you know, they know the root.
I think Warren
brutalness
Sapp
of it,
had a good plan for his children. Like he said, I just put them in chess because football is like critical thinking. Put them in chess, play flag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then maybe in high school introduce them to full contact. I mean, that's not a bad idea. It's really not.
Yeah. I mean, I just think, you know, if they want to play, that's fine. But whatever sport they choose, whatever they want to do, I just hope that they, you know, are able to grab something from that to take with them. Because, like, me being in sports taught me a lot, bro. It taught me a lot of teamwork, you know, character building, discipline.
Sports teach you a lot of stuff.
Like, I mean, I met y'all through sports. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I'm not gonna take that from them. They don't even have to, you know, pursue that. It's just an extracurricular activity they want to do. If they want to do it, fine.
Right.
I'm not gonna be that guy or that dad to push them to play football.
Right.
Or any
Also,
sport.
to me, the classroom can't teach you about life.
No.
No, it doesn't.
Only sports can really
Right.
teach you about life. The classroom will teach you about what you need to know.
Yeah, it can teach you all right. You get knocked
it
down.
teaches you a lot. But like sports, you really find out who you are in sports.
Hold on, is that you going crazy?